Multifamily mindset.
Podcast. Think bigger.
Welcome back, everyone, to this episode of the Multifamily Minute. Today, we are talking about a hot topic, which is rising rents. It's a conversation that gets a lot of attention, actually just got brought up this past weekend, and I thought it'd be great to bring to this podcast. Often, investors get painted as the bad guys because they think that they're raising rents, they being just everyone else who isn't investing in multifamily. But here's the reality. We're not in the business of just raising rents and forcing people out. We're in the business of providing real value to residents, creating better communities, and making housing a win-win for everyone. So let's break it down. I want to go through why rents are going up, how we're actually helping residents and not hurting them, and then why providing value is the key to long-term success. So first off, why rents are rising. Rents are increasing, and there are real reasons behind it. And it's not just landlords being greedy, however, there are a few out there. Here are a few key factors. One being market supply and demand. More people need housing, but new housing isn't being built fast enough. And simple economics just say higher demand, limited supply, and rents go up, right? But then you also have rising costs, which rising costs include, property taxes, insurance, maintenance, utilities. Like these are all increasing. And to keep a property running, rent has to reflect those costs. Then you also have higher interest rates, and it makes it more expensive to finance some of these properties, and that'll impact the rent too. People even see that when they're taking a mortgage out on, a single family home. Their monthly payments are higher now than it was years ago. But it's always, remember, here's the key point. Rents just aren't going up for no reason, and good investors don't raise rents without adding value. And that's what we try to do in every property we look at, making sure that we add value. Now, how we bring that value to residents is going to be another key topic, because this is where we separate great investors from the bad landlords, right? Because we're not just collecting rent, we're creating a better living experience. And here's how. Right? We go through some renovations and upgrades. So we'll improve units and common areas, give them some, renovations, touch up new appliances, make them more modern, comfortable, energy efficient. It's not just going to be about aesthetics, but, lower utility bills, better home safety, a home residents enjoyed living in. Those are all things that we're looking for. We also have maintenance and service. So instead of letting properties fall apart, we got to prioritize fast and reliable maintenance. Because people are willing to pay for great service because they want a stress-free living experience. Then we also want to take a look at the communities and amenities. We invest in things like fitness centers, co-working spaces, dog parks, resident events, because these are things that when you add it all up together, they make life better for the tenants and create a real sense of community. And that's always our goal. There are also other opportunities out there. I don't want to just highlight that value add is the only thing that people look at, but there are affordability programs and support. So many investors are working with housing programs and offering like financial literacy workshops or helping connect residents with resources to help them stay in their homes. I've seen that as events where they'll have professionals that they bring out to properties to help them do that. But really looking at all this, the bottom line is, well, yes, rents are rising, but the investors like us, we aren't all villains. We're problem solvers. That's one of the easy identifying features of a value-add property. You can see what the problems are, and you can look to see how you can solve it. The goal is to create better housing, safer communities, and real value for residents. And when we do it right, it's a win-win because residents get better homes, and we create long-term success in the market. So next time you guys hear someone say investors are just driving up rents and hurting people, just remember that is by all means not the full story. I did have this question over this weekend, and I do want to pass it on to you. What's one way that you've seen investors bring value to residents? If you could let us know just within the comments, reach out to us. We'd love to hear your thoughts. But thanks, guys, for tuning in to this episode of the Multifamily Minute. If you got some value from today's episode, please share it with a fellow investor, and let's change the narrative together. See you guys next time.
Multifamily mindset.
Podcast. Think bigger.